everybody, and welcome to episode 178 of the Let's Play world. We are over here in our Nether tunnel, and I got a bunch of feedback on ways that we can make this tunnel look a little cooler. So to start off today, we're going to do that. So I have brought over some materials. I've got some... What? So anyway, I have some materials here, but there's some other things I want to run around and grab. Specifically, I want to get some soul sand or some soul soil. So let's see if we can find some of that. So I know back in this direction there is some soul soil up here. Skeletons. One. Okay, let's grab some of this here. Don't know if these will come in handy, but you know, why not? All right, let's head back to the tunnel. Perfect. So some of the suggestions I'm going to try to implement are the idea that this is sort of like a mine, you know, like maybe we'll have some supports and some piles of materials, things like that. I think that'll be kind of a cool look. Also got a suggestion to add some weeping vines. I think that'd be a really cool look. And also got a suggestion to add some lava. I've got some buckets, so we'll have to grab some of that and we'll see how that looks as well. I think this is looking much, much better. So some of the suggestions that we got were to add lava, which I did all the way down. Hopefully I don't crash into it because that would be real bad. I added some of the weeping vines and I did the little trim at the bottom so that they won't totally overtake the tunnel here. I used our basalt because I still got a ton of basalt to make it look a little bit supported, and I did it at kind of varying intervals, so it looks a lot less permanent. You know, it looks kind of like it's just supporting the mining operation that's going on here. Put some soul soil, some soul sand, a little bit of black stone, a little bit of the crimson stuff here just to make it look a little more balanced, because we have all this red stuff hanging from the ceiling. I thought we should have some red stuff on the floor as well. Down here, there's a part where the cave kind of falls apart a little bit, and I went ahead and put those bones here, because I think that looks kind of neat. And as we run down here, see a couple more of these piles of gold ore and the barrels. roughed up the walls a little bit, again, just to make it look a little bit less manicured. It's pretty cool looking. Like, it looks like we're going somewhere now instead of just this endless netherrack. Go ahead and grab our materials and we'll fly through it, see how it looks. Oh, shoot. My pickaxes are getting so low, I used the wrong one, messed up my ender chest. Oh well, we'll have to make another one. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's much cooler. Looks like we're actually going somewhere. Very cool. One other bit of advice I got from you all was to swap these out for the trapdoors. And I did that on all three, and I really like the way it looks. It looks very modern, not nearly as bright and distracting, so we're gonna go with that. Let's heal up our pickaxe. And then we are gonna head back to base, work on our next project. So we have one last in-between space over here in our garden, right here. We have 4 really nice looking little formal gardens. We've got our picnic area, we've got our statues, we've got this maze, and we've got our little fountain area on the other side. And then in between, we had a netherwort farm growing around a blackstone outcrop. We've got our little river here, and then over there we've got the sniffer enclosure. The next thing to figure out is what to do with this space. So one of the suggestions I got was like a villager flea market, which is kind of a cool idea. I like the idea of like a little market where the villagers get together and that sort of thing. So my only problem with that is this is sort of like a fortress of solitude. You know, it's all about us in our little space here. And so, you know, there's even a wall around it. I'm not sure how the villagers would get in or why they would be here. And I do have some other ideas for things to do with villagers, so I'm going to put that one on the side for a little bit. Another suggestion I got was something like a train ride, which is interesting again, but on the wall of tasks, we do have amusement park, and we are going to get to that. And so some sort of like ride, I kind of want to save that for where we actually build rides. But the train thing gave me a little bit of an idea for something we could do with mine carts. And so what I'm thinking is, what if there was like a mine, you know, another little blackstone outcrop, and it looked like we had set up some sort of mine with some mine carts that were kind of automated and kind of doing their own little thing. That might be kind of interesting visually to see. And of course, we can just kind of forest and overgrow the rest of the area so that it fits in with the rest of our build. So I'm going to try and sketch something like that out here and see if we can get this area done today. is what we've got. Got this nice kind of wooded area over here, and you can see there are some structures. And if we walk out this path from the statue area here, will kind of take us along like this out to our trapdoor that goes down to the slime farm. That's fantastic. And then we can see there's this kind of large structure here, some stacked up blackstone and things like that. Got some mine carts. Over here, there's another little structure with some storage and things. And then these minecart tracks lead to this blackstone mine. A couple of little outcrops over here. Hint of a trail here that leads us over to the maze area. So kind of looking back, this is what it looks like from that side. Then the last finishing touch here, if I put cart there, minecart there, that guy a little push, that guy a little push. We do have some redstone set up. I'm gonna set them on their way. And that one will just kind of bounce back. This one should do the same. Here it comes. The tracks are different lengths, and so they will kind of be mismatched all the time, which will be kind of fun. Looks kind of random. And yeah, it looks like some sort of little mining operations going on over here. Let's clean up our mess here, and then we will go look at it from up above. We run up here to the map room. Let's see, we update this one. Update this one. This one. Wow, look at that. There's a lot going on in that space there. So you can see these blackstone outcrops that sort of match some of the other little blackstone spaces we've got. Got a little bit of the structures here. Got a little path, another little path, and then you can see where the minecart rails are as well. That looks really cool on the map. I quite like that. And you know, with that, I think it's done. Formal garden and the area around the base, I think we pretty well got it. Looks really incredible compared to how it looked a couple months ago, where it was just a big empty green space. We first added in the water, and then we made it kind of spill over, and we started filling up all of these areas here, and it looks really, really awesome on the map. Let's go fly around just a little bit, kind of take a look here. See here our maze, where we kind of started the formal garden process. Nether wart, fountain, the sniffer enclosure, picnic area, river, statues, now our blackstone mining operation. Very, very cool. So now that that's done, we've got a pretty important decision to make. Up here on the wall of tasks, in between spaces, we've finished that. Boom. Let's see. Build portal in Nether monument, Nether tunnel to Mesa. We finished the Nether tunnel to the Mesa. How? Okay, so here's the decision we have to make. We have 2 portals in the Nether that we haven't lit up yet. And I'll show you what's going on down here. So right here is where we are, the tower. And if we run down the purple tunnel, we get to a portal for the lodge, and then we can turn right into the gray tunnel. And the gray tunnel goes way out here. And then there's an intersection. If we turn left, we go to the mangrove swamp, and if we turn right, somewhere out here is where that nether hub is that we just built, and we haven't lit that portal yet. So if we lit that portal, it would open up this area here, which we could explore. Now the other option, if you remember, we run down here, past the ancient city, past the mesa, way out here, somewhere, we built a Nether monument. And inside the Nether monument, we have a portal that we can light up, and that will open up this sort of area out here. And so the question is, do we go south or do we go west? Now, if we go south, this area down here is sort of adjacent to where our old base was. And so that would kind of finish out this portion of the map, and that would be kind of nice looking. The other option, if we go west, we've not explored this at all. And so who knows what is up there. We did fly out once to a giant mushroom island to get a mushroom for our zoo back here, but we haven't been up here. And eventually the mushroom island is where I would like to do the amusement park. And then once 1.21 happens, I think this is going to be where we will expand for that. So the question still stands. Should we go south? Should we go west? Leave me a comment. Let me know what your preference is. We'll eventually do both, but I'm just curious if you have a preference to which one we should start with. And I think that's where I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. Please like and subscribe if you want to follow along on the adventure, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.